giving you the read you deserve. So I'm not going to make too many excuses. I've been too low, I changed my condo, many things have been going on, and yet I seem to have forgotten the people who have managed to top this read. So I'm just going to walk through a general read and see what pops up in regards to everything. Thousands blessings. So hang around, give me the thumbs up, and let's see what we have. All right. So this is my new office, maybe. Yeah. Don't look at the don't look at the background here. So all we need now are some shelves. Now we do have, I believe, 5 planets going retrograde. That means that easily misunderstandings can come in. I advise you hardly to not, be angry. For God's sake, if something angers you, let it out, get it out, but don't speak to someone, don't do anything. I was warned myself not to speak to anyone, I think yesterday or today. So I'm breaking the law, just like you as priest. Alicia, I will get back to you privately. I will send you a message. That's why I just did the Scorpio read today. So no, I cannot be super private here now in regards to what's going on here. But yeah, there are many people who are going through tough tasks now, and it's because of the shift. The planetary alignment, well, it's more or less, I don't know where it's now. We are facing a ring of fires. We are facing Mercury retrograde will be over by tomorrow. So if you have an old love, there will be this energy of saying goodbye. But there are still a lot of planets, 4 or 5 planets, which still will be retrograde. One of them is Saturn in Aries, so that's a little procrastination. I will take readings after doing the Scorpio, so I promised the Scorpio read, and so we are going to do the Scorpio read, because a Scorpio, we are standing on a sinking ship, and we are the ones who are playing the violin, who are singing and dancing while watching the ship is sinking. Because as much as the world is going down, or it's a little bit up to your mentality as well. It's your mentality towards the situation, how you will land. I noticed lately that I tend to fall a lot, or stumble in my own feet, and because I'm always very aware when I actually fall, I tend to land very good due to previous what's it called, martial arts skills. So I land very well. But the thing is that wherever you go, wherever you walk, you need to be alert, and whoever you're dealing with, also be alert in regards to what kind of energy they are sending out, because you never truly know what you're dealing with. I've been so gullible myself, thinking that you can't fool me, I see everything, and sometimes we do see everything, but it's this little hope, maybe I'm wrong, So namaste. Let's check out what is up for Scorpio right now. So choose the best of the best tarot cards that don't seem too dramatic when the bird is falling down. There is one choice now you all have, and this goes for all of you, either you're Scorpio or not, and that is honesty. If you can sense that something is off in regards to people, if there is something that's being held back, if your stomach says something is wrong with this picture, you can always give people a chance to walk away. If you are the problem, then if Scorpio, we are known to be intense. We are known to be intense. Someone told me today, another Scorpio on the phone, that, you know, I'm talking too much, and I said, yes, but that's our superpower. That's why we can go on and on and on and giving out information in regards to what we know in our life and give people this information and this wisdom, right? And one is be your own guru. You don't need a guru, Scorpio. You are already your own guru, okay? And so when your guts, when your whole energy says that, okay, there are so many people out there who is way smarter than me, remember one thing, that this is just another version of you. I am just another version of you talking to you, reminding you that this is the time now to be aligned with the Most High. Some people call it God, some people call it Goddess, whatever it is, there is the universe, it's highly intelligent, and if you want to align yourself now is the time to not be whining about it. If your heart breaks, cry, you know, but don't let your mind or your mind, that's your mind, don't let the ego of you take the best of you. Remember, spirit over mind, mind over matter. And it's okay to be human. You cannot, it's okay to be human, to have needs. We need to eat, we need to sleep, we need to take a shower, right? And those things are okay. So if you need to cry, cry. But don't lie to yourself and tell to yourself, oh, this is okay that these people behave like that towards me. As long as you not fall into yourself, if people are in a way toxic to you, in and out, and you don't know exactly where you have them, and this is one thing I want to talk to you about, because the other Scorpio have been dealing with this as well, if people have no interest in how you're doing in regards to family and so forth, don't tell them. Because truth to be told, we are in a time now where everything is changing, and you have one choice. Do you want to be on the sinking ship? Because this is the real deal. Do you want to be on the sinking ship, or do you want to be on the airplane that goes up? Although there is no such thing as up and down, time, space, all this is just an illusion. But do you want to be the one who is sitting on that little UFO and going all the way up there? Or do you want to be on the sinking ship? Every single thing you choose is okay. None of us will judge you for whatever you're doing, for whatever choice you want to do. Sometimes we can all be parasites. We can all be too much for one another. And then you ask yourself, are we okay to be with one another? So let's see what is going on for the Scorpio. What is it that Scorpio need to know right now? Tell me what's going on for Scorpio. What is that Scorpio need to know right now? Okay. Good news. Good news. So you have 9 of coins, which is, well, this is your first house. So despite all the, negative news in regards to the planetary alignment and the ring of fire and dragons are going to, take over the planet, there is so much out there now. It's like, okay, but I'm here. I'm alone and I feel safe. And I also noticed, do not spend money you don't have, as in credit card, but invest in yourself, in your health. Okay, so this is very important. In regards to taking action, it says here that right now you will do well on your own. Page of Cups. This is you walking away from an emotional situation. And it seems like you have your superpowers in this, that finally, this is someone who can't let go. This is the beginner, I can't let go, just maybe I misunderstood the situation. This is the second house, which is ruled by Venus. Okay, so it's, I got this. I've done this before. It's not the first time that I walked away from a situation which do not serve me. I got this, Scorpio. Okay, we are moving over to Mercury, 3rd house. Scorpio. Once upon a time, maybe you wished you had it, there was so much hope in regards to a wish fulfillment here. There was everything here. Or maybe this was your exact wish. Hello, Sholo. Welcome to the Stingers Club. So this is, this mentality. Thinking, I have it all, this is amazing, there is nothing I lack, I have all the love, I have enough money, I'm on vacation, and here is this going from one polarization to another. It's not about symbiosis anymore. It's not about yin and yang, that opposites are very interesting and attractive. This is about going down all the way to the drain. I talked to a Sun and Scorpio today, and he was like, life is fucked up, it sucked, and so many extremely negative perception he had on life. And frankly to be said, that is his general perception, and when you go there, things will get worse. And one thing that is part of life is to get a little, you need some suffering in order to understand and love the things you have in life. So either it's a heartbreak, either it's I lost an entire house, my heart's been broken 1 million times, and at some point we get pretty good at moving on. But there will always be a scar, and there will always be this question, and there are a survival kit out there in regards to, is this okay to behave like this? Why do people behave like that? Why are you insulting my intelligence? Why are you breadcrumbing? When I thought I mentioned this so many times before on this channel, why are you taking breadcrumbs? And in this regard, there is only one way to become a true diamond, and that is unfortunately through suffering. But there are many ways to suffer, because you need to understand, every time something every time the universe takes something from you, it's because you wasn't, you know, there is a reason for that. Maybe this situation wasn't for you, because God wants something that is better for you. And when you go into this acceptance or understanding, or, you know, I understand, I deserve maybe better. Someone denied me a job once. I was applying for a job and I got denied, and I was so disappointed. I almost cried, almost. Why? Well, just a few days after, I got the top job in H&M as, you know, not the boss, but the boss under the bus, very well paid. I got to travel, I got good food, I even had the opportunity to buy my new apartment and car, and all these things are the powers you have, Scorpio, and everything that is placed in Scorpio is amplified. And that is including walk away. I have so many times I have been walking into situation and people that reflect my past. And who was Raven in the past? She was a mess. Money trouble, very low self-esteem, and cynical, you know, not caring if you hurt someone. A gangster. Gangster. Many years ago, that was who I was as a response to being to growing up with violence and narcissism. But as adults, 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, and so forth, you have a choice to become better than people with these kind of attitudes that think it is okay to cross you, or not taking into the consideration that Scorpio is not just a stinger. We actually do have a heart, and it's very big. But if you cross us, you hope you will cross one of those Scorpios who chooses to be on the best side. Okay? To choose to be aligned with God, to choose not to mess up with, if there is any such thing as a karma. Okay? So, 8 of Cups. Sorry, 6 of Cups. This is someone maybe coming back to you. This could be nostalgia. This could be looking back. This is actually Sun in Scorpio. So this is looking back, how fun we had. This could be your childhood. This could be, you know, I had a nightmare yesterday where I was with my sister, my younger sister, and all of a sudden I was accepted into my sister's club as one of them. And I was back in time. I missed those times that was, you know, 20, 25, 30 years ago. And in the dream, we all had blue dresses. And it was this sensation of missing something that we didn't know that we miss. So it was pretty, to me, it was actually a nightmare, because you wake up and you realize that time is over. And when that's said, time is amplifying right now. The earth is spinning a little bit faster, according to the specialist. So what do you want to do with your time now? It's time to play. It's time to play. I was asked out the other day, just so they felt a little sorry for me being in this incubation kind of situation. And so, you know, Sun is the sun. And so I said, nah, I don't know, I'm too old, blah, 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 this music, I don't like this music, I don't drink, yada, yada, yada. And I thought, you know, what else should I do? What else should I do? I mean, I live in this beautiful place. Why not get to know people better? The culture, the food, you know. I live in this amazing place, but I appreciate it by focus on only one thing, which is work, 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 because we want to be the best of the best. And Scorpio have a lot of, we dig our heart, we dig our soul very often in work. So go out sometimes and have a little fun, go out and dance. I could tell you, so from my perception, it was fun to see, to experience different music, strange people dressing really weird. It's, you know, the people here really are different from where I come from. And they were only children, but they were children who had fun. They were decent. It wasn't the same rah 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 where I come from. And it was insane to see that we've shifted reality too much. I'm Gen X, going from one place where I didn't even have a phone, you know. I grew up with me and my mom living alone, no phone, no water, have to go out, you know. To seeing something in front of you which looks like an effing UFO, you know. Music, I don't even know what kind of music it is, but everyone's so happy. And so just take a couple of hours for yourself, go out, meet people, it won't harm, and go out, dance. Dancing is the best part you could do for your soul. So there is a lot of opportunity here in your 6th house. This could be some of you that new love is coming in here. It looks to me that some of you will accept that. This is 6th house, so usually that represents our physical body or work, health. Some people also say enemies. Someone here says, you know, I want to, you know, there could be fresh love coming in for you. As you can see, I couldn't make this up. A little bit surprising. And I, you know, it could be like this, because we have also a lot of people in our life who just take. So for some of you, it could also be at work. I love your situation. It could also be stabilizing the liquids in your body. But usually Ace of Wands is a new opportunity in regards to your intuition, creativity. Seven of Swords, breakup. So the Seven of Swords in 7th house. Not 7 of Swords, sorry. This is the Queen of Swords in the 7th house. And she ain't happy. So I don't know if you have been cutting someone off, or if you had to cut someone off. We do that to take care of ourselves. When you realize that, you know, every time you get something from someone, it's distasteful, right? And so I want to warn you a little bit, Scorpio, in how you do this. That if you start pointing fingers at someone and call them, bitch, why are you doing this? Why are you saying that? You did this, pointing fingers. Go into the situation, calm yourself down, and just tell, you know, in an honest, frank way. But I like to be open on, you know, life shouldn't have to be a fucking poker game. But if you want to play poker with a Scorpio, just wanting to cross watches, if you want to play poker with Scorpios, you will lose in the end. If you're lucky, you'll get one Scorpio which have ascended to the Eagle stage, who will literally be frank with you and say, you know, these kind of games are for kids, are for children. I don't respond to this kind of stuff. You're out. I'm off. You can keep the money, by the way. Right? And this one, in her response to this situation, in regards to cutting someone off, she's mad. Your opportunity now is to be better than that. Right? Because when you toss out your heart to someone and you're being met with, oh hi, I don't have time for your breadcrumbs, so you're standing left confused. That's the moment you have the chance to walk away with dignity in regards to, okay, I wish you a good life. I thought, you would be better. It's allowed to say that. Maybe I can learn from it in another life. So this one is in reversed, and when she's coming out in reversed, there could be a lot of malicious words, thoughts, rage involved. This is a woman or a man, for that sake, who are the mentality and what is vocabulary here is out of control. It could be people that saying lots of crap about you to people, or it could be your reaction. It's your choice, Scorpio. But there are enemies here for sure. Scorpio always have one or 35 people who wants to kill us. So unfortunately here it's coming in reverse, which also could mean that there will be difficult for you to cut one tie here. And I can always say that people ask me if I do magic and all that sort of shit, but you don't need it. Like Bashar said, and he's so right, and I said it so many times also, that everything you do is permission slip. Using the cards is a great idea because we connect with the subconsciousness or your oversoul, right? So you can get a clarification in something you already feel that this is off. So let's have a look at your transmutation. November 18, 1990. Let's see here. So you're fed up and you're tired, Scorpio. This is a burden, but you need to know this is falling upon you in the 8th house. That is the house of Scorpio. That is the house where we realize we just have to jump. We just have to keep walking. Because if we don't, we have to do it all over again. If we fall now, if there is just, you feel you've been out jogging and there is no breath left, if there is just, if you can, even though it kills you, walk that last path. Because if you do, after this one, you walk into the nobility, to the VIP section. You turn from caterpillar into a butterfly, basically. Someone say that the energies now are very dark, very heavy. To be honest with you, I think that also depends a little bit on how you can elevate yourself in regards to empowering. Some people are giving their power away by saying, this person is doing this and this and this to me. If they are, send their energies in return, and whatever energies you have given to them, claim them back. Okay? Because this is disempowering, blaming someone else for the shit that is taking place in your life. There are also many opportunities that some of us have been missing out on by simply procrastinating, having too much pride, sometimes also be a little bit arrogant. I've been looking and seeing that some people are sitting like this. If you're going to jump twice, you are going to do it first. And if you jump twice, I'm going to jump three times. So there is this, I'm tougher than you, bitch. Okay, well, that's also playing games. And guys, Scorpio, I know some of you Scorpios played that game on me. And some are still, and not just Scorpios. And I ask you, please, focus on you. Because absolutely everything around you is a reflection of who you are and your values. You can always be better. And if you think that I am this, I am that, I'm such a horrible person, and so you have the right to la 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 say all these horrible things to me or about me, you're actually just talking about yourself. Let's see where we have under Jupiter, 9th house, Saggy. Okay, so some of you are a little bit afraid of what's new here. Maybe some of you are hesitating in regards to travel. This is the house of traveling and higher learning. Maybe some of you had something planned in regards to, I'm going to take that education in, God knows, Australia, the other side of the world. Or I was just asked out the other day, this is stagnation. This is, I don't dare stick my foot anywhere. I'm not going there. But that will also be the end of you. At some point, motion is everything. Motion is evolution of the soul. Jupiter here, 9th house, Sagittarius, is all about higher learning. It's also a mutable house where things can take a turn very fast. And so if you really want to, because here you are, and all of a sudden someone invites you a little bit further, maybe to the winning game, and then you fall right on top of your goal, right on the doorstep, without going in that door, Scorpio. All right, let's have a look. This is for your career. This is Knight of Wands, fire energy, immature person who is affecting. If this is you, Scorpio, I'm gonna come home and spank you myself. I'm gonna spank you myself. So this is sage energy, okay? Some of them could also be in the sign also known as Ophiuchus. This way, they want to have fun. They are very jolly. This way, it is you're being played. When it's placed on the 10th house, medium queerly, you could have someone in your team who are dishonest in regards to their agenda. Okay? So this person don't have any regards in regards to how this will fall upon you, how this 3-3-3-3. Okay, I rest my case because now we are up to 2-2 as well. I rest my case in this one. And take care of who you are bringing in to your schedule in regards to your work. If you are self-sufficient and you have your own project going on, think twice before you are taking in this, I'm not saying it's a fire sign, but they're coming out as fire sign, meaning they could be ruled a lot by Mars in that sense. We are guilty, but we are first and most water signs. We are relying on our emotions. Second of all, they could have strong fire placement. I've seen Taurus people acting like they're a Leo, moon in Leo. So this is a very broken individual who is a fire sign, and they could come out all is good, all is jolly. In reality, their financial situation is messed up and there is always someone else's fault, or whatever. Don't go into some kind of business project with this person. Just have your warning. Don't align yourself with them. Anyhow, this is you defending yourself towards people. So you might expect that there will be some, there could be anything from accusations, there could be people you feel that life in general is against you. Maybe now, or maybe this is what you have coming in. And I see that you're not I would love to tell you, Scorpio, I would love to tell you, as a Scorpio myself, the way we defend ourselves, I realized I haven't defended myself in years. I avoid stuff. And I realized that actually now it's the time to go to the police. This is, okay, I can take this one too. Okay, I can take another hit. So some of you Scorpios could have a strong Libra, and you know, I'll be the better person here. I will not defend myself. Let them have the negative karma. Your karma could be that you need to learn where to set a line in regards to what you accept. People have done things to me which is straight illegal. It's against the law. And I've been, you know, I don't want to deal with the authorities, so let God deal with them. Well, you are God. All of you are. We are God. And so when people are treating you like this, that you constantly need to defend yourself and even breaking the rule, breaking all ethics, you are the one that needs to be the Queen of Swords and say, hey, you know, you're not invited here into my space. You need to leave. Because if you don't, and you know, Scorpio, that when your tail is stinging, it's stinging pretty hard. Last card here. Okay. So I see some of you have lost your fire a little bit here. But it's okay, I know. Maybe you have fallen a little bit back on your schedule. Maybe you lost the spark. And so here you are climbing with the Two of Wands. Because originally we now have the world ahead of us. Let's go and rule the world. Let's, you know, finally follow your heart, follow your dream. And something here broke that dream. Someone here killed your spark. And this is inside of you. This goes all the way back to your childhood. Where you go, we follow the pattern, which is also the things used in IQ tests. It's how good you are into following patterns. But we become so good at it that we start attracting the same pattern again and again. So it goes on automatic. So we need to change our schedule. We need to find a new path in order to understand that this doesn't have to be like this. You can climb that wall because you actually have that kind of strength in you. Just because it's dark, just because things look a little bit dark, you need to know and you need to understand that the more darkness you accept into your life in regards to, oh, I have shit people around me, and I go out and I talk to people, I hear people talk, and I'm shocked every time that people, in regards to how they use their vocabulary, by pointing fingers, by recently someone, you know, as soon as one person was gone, they come to me and like, you know, this person, I'm so fed up by him, her, because they do this, because they do that, oh my God. And basically giving me a very negative impression of someone else. And they are gone, so they can't defend themselves. But thank you for notifying me. So in case there is a suspicion here, but you need to understand that you create absolutely everything that happens in this life. You're the creator of it. You're the one who reflects. So sometimes it's a little bit too much because we are all babies. I see your hair giving up on some kind of project. I don't want to work on this anymore. Either in love, either in money, I feel you a little bit on this. I'm so far now in reaching the goal. I'm like, what's the point? You know. And this is the point where we need to look out. Oh, I'm not allowed to show those cards. This is so the devil here coming in. Many of you could. This is an addiction, obsessive behavior, and it's so obsessive that you're taking your focus away from the. So there's one more here. I dare to say she's a bitch. She could also be. She's, you know, this is Queen of Wands, fire energy. So here we have the woman who is very benevolent, who are good with children. She's fun to be with. She has a good sense of humor. But when she turns up reversed, she becomes the devil wears Prada. And she wants attention, she will play you, and I see this energy coming in, Aries energy. Doesn't have to be Aries, but Aries energy. Last card for you, King of Swords. And it's unfortunately in a very negative position, reversed. So this is being not very logic. This is not using logic. I did see before a sneak peek at your chart, Ace of Swords, being unclear about what the hell is going on. So Scorpio, the time now to surround yourself with people who are inauthentic, and you are only in their life because it benefits them either as a trash can, you know, that meaning that I only want to talk to you when I have something to complain about. Scorpio will listen. Or which I felt a lot when I lived in a neighbor country, you're a celebrity. People are, you know, you're being pulled in all directions because it's very strange to say though, but because I'm Caucasian, I'm Norwegian, but you're not one of them, right? And this is my experience. I'm not saying all people are like that. This is my general experience. There could be all sorts of reasons. If your bank account is really fat and you're driving a limo, ease down on it a little bit. So I noticed one thing, and that is the more money we have, the more power we have, our nose is going up, and we get like a demonic kind of vibe to us, which is I have the power. And to have too much power when you're too young and you haven't worked align you tame the beast in you, which is the ego. Unless you tame that beast, the ego will get the best of you, and it will start to, you know, treat people as if they are something less than you. Okay? So, if you have any questions, this is what I mean. We're going to do free spread now for 4, which means blood, literally. Also 8, that's the transmutation through blood. 5 of Cups, this is grief, this is sorrow. And actually it's coming out this way. So usually we can give those tears, you know. And I'm turning off the free spread oracle. That will mean keeping the signs separate, okay? So, 5 of Cups, this is someone crying. This is this tower moment, punch in the face, or a loss. But you have this one, Scorpio, where you're capable of seeing, you know, I still have 2 cups left, and there are flowers, plenty of flowers. And for some reason, this Scorpio is managing to smile and say, well, at least that chapter is over. Either people have been treating you, either the situation in regards to where you live. Some of you might get a treatment in regards to addictions. Maybe that's now in your past. In that sense, look at the good side. The planet, they cannot go in reverse forever. At some point, they too have to go front. And so while they go in reverse, just smile and say, it's not forever. And I will learn from this. Maybe your choices will come back to you like this. You might get a punch in the face. I did apologize to a couple of women a few years back on behalf of something I do dare to say I did nothing but being honest in regards to a read. So even when I apologized, they reacted with aggression. And that's when I realized you don't need to apologize. If your intentions are good, if you've done nothing wrong, you don't need to apologize. Okay? So that was my message for today. I'll try to keep it up once a week because we are, after all, the coolest Scorpio channel ever. And with that said, have a beautiful day. Catch you on the flip side.